What's up, scrappers and refiners? Thank you for joining me today. This is going to be the first video in a series of maybe 4 or 5 videos where I'll be recovering and refining gold from these e-waste treasures that I got from Doug over at Doug Deals in Austin, Texas. He is an up-and-coming small content creator here on YouTube, so feel free to check out his channel at Doug Deals, and I'll also tag him in the description on this video. The first video in this series is going to be processing these small gold-plated pin arrays. We're going to get a weight of our beaker. It's 99 grams, and I could probably process this with the plastic, but I'm going to go ahead and remove these pins with a small pair of side cutters, and we'll put it in our beaker. It wasn't very much fun, but I got all the pins removed, and they look awfully good down there in our beaker. We are going to get a weight on it, and it's 454 grams minus the beaker leaves us with 355 grams of gold pins. We'll put those down into our baking pan, and as you've seen me do before, I'm going to burn these with a propane torch. Not hot enough to melt anything, just hot enough to remove any oils or residues that would prohibit our nitric acid from fully penetrating into the base metals. Then we'll add some water into our large beaker, place that up on the hot plate, and we'll add in our shiny little gold pins. We'll be using Alchemy Labs nitric acid, which, as you know, is the only nitric acid that I use in recovery and refining of precious metals. We'll measure out a couple hundred milliliters, but we'll probably start with about half of that.
Do not try this at home. In this video, I am using dangerous and corrosive acids that create toxic and even deadly fumes. An extensive working knowledge of these acids and their reactions is mandatory, and all personal protective equipment must be used. Disclaimer. I am not liable for any injury or damages that may occur from an attempt to recreate or duplicate any actions shown in this video.
Even with the heat off, you can see that dilute nitric acid immediately starts attacking the base metals in those gold pins. We'll add a watch glass to our beaker and turn on just a little bit of heat. And then we'll sit back and allow this nitric acid to really go to work. Nitric acid boils dissolving base metals out of gold-plated materials is fairly time-consuming and about as fun as watching paint dry. So I'll speed this up, and what we're going to be doing here is just watching the fume production. When fume production slows down, we'll add in 50 to 100 milliliters of nitric acid, as well as some distilled water if we need to. And we'll just keep repeating this process over the span of several hours until we have all of our gold foils floating free. And when we no longer have any fume production and all of the solids are gone from the bottom, then we'll turn off the heat and we'll allow our solution to cool down a little bit before we move on to filtering it. We are going to filter through a large coffee filter that we've placed over our Buckner funnel. Of course, we'll wet it first before turning on any vacuum. And we'll just carefully pour in our solution to catch every last one of our little shiny gold foils. We'll give them a rinse with some distilled water. And man, they sure look good. We're going to carefully move our filter over a beaker. And what I want to do is catch all of those gold foils in this beaker. I'll do that by poking a hole in the bottom of our filter. And then we'll just use a spray bottle to get all of those foils to go down through that hole. Now we have all of our foils collected in this beaker. Now we can get it up on the hot plate and add in another shot of dilute nitric acid. And we're going to turn on the heat and we'll let this boil just to make sure we have removed every single last bit of base metals, so that the only thing we'll have when this is done is the gold foils. Then we'll filter them again. Make sure we get every last one of them down into that filter. And then we'll rinse them several times with water. When that's done, we'll carefully remove the filter and trim off the excess paper. Then we'll just drop that down into our beaker. We're going to mix hydrochloric acid and nitric acid to make Aqua regia. and then we'll just pour that right in on top of our foils. And we get to watch the absolutely amazing process of Aqua regia dissolving pure gold into a pregnant golden solution. We'll add in a few drops of sulfuric acid to precipitate any lead that may be there. And then we'll go ahead and filter our solution. We'll use distilled water to double the volume of our solution before we add in stump out sodium metabisulfite to precipitate our gold. We'll just throw in a healthy spoonful and give it a nice mix, and then we'll leave it overnight to settle out. Here it is the next day, and it doesn't look as good as I had hoped. Certainly not as good as all those foils did sitting in that filter. We'll do a mandatory stannous chloride test to make sure that we have dropped all gold from our solution, and we have. So we're going to move this over into a waste container labeled Doug's, and this is where we'll collect all of the waste solutions from the Doug's Treasures series. We'll siphon our solution out, and here is our gold powder. We'll transfer that over to a smaller beaker, and then we'll give it several washes and rinses with boiling hot water. This will remove most of the remaining acids or nitrates that might be adhered to our gold powder. When we're done with that, we'll go ahead and transfer our gold over to an even smaller beaker, and then we'll pour off that water as well. Now we can put our gold powder up on our makeshift sand bath hot plate. It's just dirt in an ashtray, but it dries our gold pretty well. So let's get it over to the scale, but it's a little bit too windy, so let's move inside. First, we'll make sure that the scale is perfectly calibrated. Then we'll ever so carefully get our gold powder down into the weighing boat. 0.59 grams of pure gold. We'll get our gold powder down into this test tube where we will collect all of the gold recovered from the Doug's Treasures projects. It doesn't look like much, but you'd be surprised at the value of that little pile of gold dirt. We've also got some lightweight gold sediment in this rinse water. We'll be sitting this to the side to completely settle out, and we'll do the same with all of the rinse waters from the upcoming projects that we're doing in the Doug's Treasures series. Next, we'll try to do a little bit of math, although it's certainly not my best subject. We started out with 354 grams of gold pins and recovered 0.59 grams of pure gold. As of filming this video on March 8th, 2026, the current spot price of gold is $166.84. We can multiply that by 0.59 grams, and the total value of our gold recovered is $98.43. So now to figure out the gold per gram of materials, we're going to divide 0.59 by 354, giving us 0.0016 grams of gold per gram of materials, which means if we had 1,000 grams or 1 kilo of pins, we could expect to recover 1.6 grams of pure gold. We've still got plenty of treasures to process, including these gold leg, gold cap ceramic CPUs, some more gold plated pins, and the golden ring of Mordor or super hadron collider ring. Not sure exactly what it is, but it has a nice thick gold plating that we're going to take off of there. But that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and possibly learned something you didn't already know. If you did, take a second to hit that subscribe button, like, and share the channel. Scrap Daddy 365.